All right, and we are back in the lobby bar for the week of January the 2nd, 2023. Ooh, almost slipped up and got the year wrong there, but caught myself just at the last second. So Brian and Michaela are here with you and wishing everyone a happy new year. Michaela, we rang in 2022 out the door, out of here 2022.
Yep. Exit stage right, 2022. Oof.
Yeah.
We got a brand new year going on. Yeah, it's exciting.
Absolutely. We do have a brand new year. It is exciting. And if you are following along with us last year in January, we devoted all of our lobby bars in the month of January to dry January. And we're going to be doing that again this year. And of course, mocktails are great if you're choosing to do some less imbibing, if you're making something for someone that doesn't drink or for kids, kind of anyone. And then obviously these can be jazzed up however you choose to do it. This is a judgment-free zone. So whatever
That's
your
right.
New Year's resolutions were, stick to them or not. We're just here to support you and talk about drinks and movies.
That's right. And this one is especially fun, I think, because it's very festive, and
Mhm.
it has a beautiful color to it. Winter has just started. Winter is coming. Winter is here. If I didn't realize this until I moved here to the Charlotte area, but winter actually starts in December. It's not the middle of
True.
winter. See, and
Mhm.
living in
Mhm.
Texas
Mhm.
for 30 some odd years, we thought that at the end of Christmas, it was like, okay, springtime is upon us. No, people,
No.
springtime is 2, 3 more months away from now. So this is a really good winter drink that I think you could really enjoy it. So, Brian, why don't you list off the ingredients and tell us how to make this?
Yeah, absolutely. So this comes from Bon Appetit. I found this online, and it is a holiday spiced grenadine. Now, what's really neat about this is, grenadine is something that most people are probably at least a little bit familiar with. It's made from pomegranate juice, but this I think is really good because if you just celebrated Christmas and New Year's and all of your other holiday festivities, baking cookies and doing a lot of cooking, so you might have a lot of these things like left over in the spice rack. I do that every year. I go and buy the same spices every year, so now I have like 19 tins of like pumpkin pie spice. So this is a good way
Yep.
to clear some of that out and
Yeah.
get into New Year's and into mocktail mode. So we're going to be making this holiday spiced grenadine, and it's really simple. So get a little pot and put it on your stove. You're going to put in 6 cups of pomegranate juice, 1/3 of a cup of sugar, and then 3 cinnamon sticks, roughly like 4 inches of sliced ginger. You could probably use some, dried ginger or crystallized ginger, whatever ginger you got. Just toss it in there. 10 cloves, roughly, give or take. You don't have to be super specific on this, but get all that stuff in there. Put it to some heat, and you're going to let that kind of come up to a high simmer for about 40 minutes. It's really going to reduce down into like this syrup to roughly like 1.5 to 2 cups worth of this grenadine syrup. And then you can use that however you'd like. So if you're going the mocktail route, Michaela, how good does this sound? Take in a little bit of that and put in it with some lemonade, sparkling lemonade. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it sure does. I do also wonder if maybe we could heat this and make like a glute vine.
You could warm this up and add it to just some like red wine, leftover red wine. That would be really good.
Yeah, okay, so you're gonna laugh at me. I guess it's just gonna be heated pomegranate juice, but with the cloves and the cinnamon sticks, I
Hmm.
bet that would be really warm. So in England, my husband is English for anybody who's new to drink the movies. He loves like Vimto or uh there's these cordials that you heat up and you serve with warm water and you just add it. And I think that this could be something where if it's really cold outside, you could probably heat it up after you mix everything. And it's probably really nice, like a glute vine, but just a
Hmm.
non-alcoholic version of it. Yeah, I'm super gonna try that. And I'll take some pictures. I'll let you know. I'll let Drink the Movies know how it works because that sounds like a delicious kind of cold weather.
Yeah, absolutely. You could do that. You could throw some into some tea if you're a hot tea drinker. I bet that would be delicious. A little bit
Ooh,
of little
yeah.
bit of that in there, and then obviously you can grenadine, however you would in any cocktail that calls for grenadine. This would just be a little wintry mix on that. So yeah, first mocktail for Mocktail Madness 2023. So that's what we got going on there. And wanted to make a quick note. So we did last week, Michaela, our best of 2022, and we asked our users over on Patreon. We got a response, but it was a little bit after we recorded, so I wanted to make note of that. Cassia sent over her best of 2022. Her best movies were Agora. I don't know if you're familiar with that, Michaela. It's a film that came out in 2009. It's about Hypatia of Alexandria. It stars Rachel Weisz and Oscar Isaac. It's a really good kind of historical drama. So that one is definitely worth checking out if you're into kind of historical drama sort of things. Good Will Hunting, classic. And we didn't talk about this on Best of 2022, but that was one of my favorite things this year. Good Will Hunting and Matrix and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
some things I hadn't watched in a long time that you forget just how great and brilliant they are.
Yeah.
So I was really happy to be talking about that one last year.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And then I know it's big on a bunch of people's lists, Way of Water. We are actually going to be, we finally got tickets. I don't know what's happened, but it took 3 weeks for us to get tickets here. So, and we're going to talk more about that when we hit the box office numbers in a bit. But
yeah,
I have heard that it's amazing. Cassia did say that one of her favorite things was actually going to see the movie Way of Water. It's been a long time coming. It's only been about 10 years since we've been waiting for the sequel. So
13
really
years. Yeah, exactly a long time. Yeah, see, I would say that we were waiting to see it until the hype died down, but the hype didn't die down because it just keeps making more money every week as we go, and that is exactly what people were doing this week. Michaela, as a surprise to no one, Avatar: Way of Water took the holiday weekend with about $63.5 million. Puss in Boots, Black Panther, Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody, and Babylon rounded out the top five, but Avatar, it just keeps making more money. We knew it was going to make a lot of money. And when it first came out, it was a little lukewarm on the box office results, but this thing has legs, and those legs are going to be getting pretty long here, I think.
You mean fins? This thing has fins.
I have lots of fins. That's right. Blue fins.
Lots of blue fins. It's like a whale with the 16 fins that it's got going on. Yeah, very exciting stuff. I can't wait to go and see what the hype is all about. I mean, I know that it's going to be visually stunning, but I'm excited to see how all the characters come back, if any of the characters come back, how they do it. I mean, it looks like a whole new kind of world that James Cameron has built. So I'm excited about that aspect of it for sure.
That's right. Yeah, we're going to be heading out to the theater to check that out this week and maybe see something else. I don't know. We have a lot of movies to get caught up on. We've got Golden Globes coming out in a week. So doing a little bit of scrambling, trying to, see some things before that comes out and we really get into the heart of Oscar season. But, $63 million, not too shabby for Avatar. We're not going to talk about the yearly box office for the year because obviously it just started. But last year, big tip of the hat to Top Gun Maverick, which led the way domestically here with $718 million and led the box office worldwide at $1,488 million. So pretty good Top Gun Maverick. I would like to make note that second place was Avatar. In 15 days made $1.4 billion. So that's not too bad worldwide, but Top Gun Maverick,
it's not bad.
Kudos to you, Tom Cruise and co.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually rewatched it just recently this weekend. I feel like New Year's time is the time to watch all the movies that you like wouldn't normally. They're not holiday films, but they've got this kind of vacation-y feel, and nothing is better than rewatching the Maverick whole saga. And so I did that, and gosh, it really is good. It still doesn't disappoint. You know how movies lose their luster over time sometimes when they come out and they're such a big deal, and then you see it later and you're like, what happened there? Don't feel that way about Top Gun Maverick at all. If anything, every time I watch it, I notice something new. It's really cool.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, well, check that back out. And we do have a couple of new things coming out this week. So we've got a film called Megan. That's with a 3 instead of an E. It's about a little smart device, creepy doll. Think Child's Play. Looks very unnerving. Not excited about this at all. I don't like it. It is. She's staring straight into my soul in this poster I'm looking at right now. Not into that. Are you into some creepy January movies? We had Scream come out last January, I think, right?
Yeah. No, I mean this is a bad idea. This definitely falls under the whole Jurassic Park. Just because we can do something doesn't necessarily mean that we should. Right. Yeah, we can make an AI doll that looks kind of like a creepy, clean Annabelle. Why would we do that? Why would anybody do that? It takes one glitch, one small power outage, and now she's like a female Chucky. I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't know.
I'm sure it's going to make some money. I mean, I've heard some buzz around it. It's got Allison Williams in it, who is famous from the show Girls, and I really liked that. And she was in Get Out, which I also really liked.
Yep.
So I definitely think, unlike some of these kind of scary doll movies, we've got people with acting chops in it, so that's exciting.
Yep.
But
Yeah,
still,
speaking of Get Out, if Megan shows up at your house, Get Out, that is my
there you go. There you
recommendation to
go.
you. Maybe you could get out and see the other new release coming out this week. That is Women Talking. It is about a group of women who are in this kind of very isolated religious community, and they're kind of coming together to talk about that and what that means and stuff. I'm very excited for it. It's getting a lot of buzz. How's this for a lineup? It's got Rooney Mara, it's got Claire Foy, it's got Jessie Buckley, and a little known actor by the name of Frances McDormand. So maybe check that out. I don't know. Looks pretty good. I'm very excited to see that one, and check that off the list. And we have, if you're a Star Wars fan, animation fan, the Bad Batch starts up this week on Disney Plus. So we got that coming as well. So Michaela, we have a lot of new movies coming out. We have a lot of new mocktails to get mixing up, and we have to be getting our way into the movie theater because Avatar is calling, and we've waited long enough. We're going to go see it, and then we're going to be talking about it on our Patreon this week. So that's going to be pretty exciting.
We sure are. So if anybody wanted to hear what we had to say about that, it's a great time to join the Patreon. So I don't have enough pomegranate juice to make this and take a big jug of it into the theater, but I'm going to give it a shot.
Give it a try. We'll see if we can do that. We can stay hydrated when we go see The Way of Water. So look for that on Patreon later, and then look for our regular show this week. We're going to be talking about the classic Shawshank Redemption. So with that in mind, Michaela, it is a new year, so we better rest up because we have a lot of work to do this first month of the year. Getting ready for the Golden Globes, getting ready for the Oscars, going to see Avatar. The world is our oysters. So thanks for tuning in to this week's Lobby Bar, and we will talk to everyone next time.